Hi, hello students. Welcome back to India's most comprehensive online learning platform, Byjus Exam Prep. This is Anil Puri, and in this session, we just are going to discuss about the possible options and the possible, the upcoming, your possible options for the various institutions, especially if you score less in the GATE exam. Because when it comes to the GATE exam, understand that most of the people, they aspire the GATE exam as like as any other year. Every year, thousands of the people, lakhs of the people actually are appearing for the GATE exam. And of course, when you look at the results, only a handful of the students are able to perform good in the GATE exam. That is, they have been able to consistently get a better rank. So these better rankers are just falling under just only 10%. Hi Saba Jamal, good evening. Hi Kunay Nikhil, CS marks 54 set 2. Congratulations. Your voice nahi aa raha hai. I mean, is my voice, I mean, am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Let me see. Fine. If I'm audible, no issues. For those guys who are not, which is not audible, just check the connection at your side. From here, at my side, it is perfectly audible. Every connection is perfectly set. So without wasting any more time, let us jump into the session. For one more time, let me tell you, this session is all about for those people who secured a less score in the GATE exam. Okay. Hi Akhil, hi Hima, hi Partni, hi Kuni, whoever you are, a very good evening to one and all. Now let us get into the session. So before I take you people into the session, first of all, it's about myself. This is Anil Puri. I do have a total of 13 plus years of experience in GATE training. I train the students in the GATE exam everywhere in India, including Andaman and Nicobar and Srinagar. For the past 13 plus years I've been in the GATE field, and my expertise are, I'm expert in computer architecture, operating systems, and programming and data structures, also in compiler design. And I organized almost more than 1,000 seminars in 2015. I also am a motivational speaker. I train the people, I guide the people, I mentor the people, especially with respect to the GATE exam. Because understand carefully, of course, as you people already have appeared, I assume that most of the people that you are watching this session appeared for the GATE exam, right? So you know about the pros and cons of the GATE exam. It's not the cons. What are the pros of the GATE exam? Especially when you are able to crack the GATE exam, what are the advantages? What are the benefits that you're going to fetch out of this GATE exam? You absolutely know. But when it comes to the engineering, the first year, second year, third year people, they don't know the actual value of the GATE exam. They just are appearing for the university exams. When they crack the university exam with a better score, they are feeling that they are the master of the subject, but actually they are not. The benefit, the fundamental benefit of the GATE exam is, if you are able to crack the GATE exam, especially by at least if you crack the GATE exam, that itself will tell you that you are a master in your subject at least 60%. I'm talking about only just cracking the GATE exam. I'm not talking about getting the better rank. If you are still able to crack the GATE exam, I'm sure, pretty much confident that you are at least 60% good in your subjects. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Because when you are appearing for the university exam in order to crack, you don't need to put much effort, right? Just 1 day or 2 day preparation is more than enough. But GATE is not that. GATE will test you in every aspect. In 360 degrees, GATE is going to test you. For that, you need to have an immense preparation. Of course, it may not be a more difficult task, but only if you change your strategy from your university preparation a bit, you will be able to crack the GATE exam. Okay, fine. 2024, GATE exam is over. Now what? We people, in a couple of days ago, we got a response sheet, we got an answer key. Now most of you people using the all pens and papers, using the straws, you are trying to get the approximate marks that you're going to get, right? How many of you people were able to? All of you. I just have many people with me. Everyone should tell me how many are approximating their marks. How many marks you actually are getting right now? Please tell me, by which I'll be able to properly guide you, trust me, to a better direction. So Akhil and Hima, Saba, of course, I know that you said yesterday also you're going to get 21. I want all the people to participate. I want all the people to interact with me, so that I will be able to guide you in a better way. I just do not want to stand here and deliver a lecture, because I am here as a mentor for you guys. Okay, 31 in DA, fine. Jitendra, congratulations, you 31 is sounding somewhat good. Trust me, 31 is really seriously sounding good. What about the other guys? Yes, please tell me. Meanwhile, let me go ahead with the session. And yeah, Sabha Jamal, CS, of course I know. And one more thing is, if you actually are aspiring for 2025, if any of your friends are aspiring 2025 gate, and especially either they are doing the job or in the academics, because most of the people, they are confused, especially when you want to give the gate exam. Either you will be in the engineering, or already you are passed out and doing the job, but still you want to give the gate exam. Here the most important thing is balancing the university exams, university syllabus, university academia, and the other hand, if you are doing your job, balancing your job work life as well as the preparation for the gate exam. Of course, there may be several doubts in your mind. To answer all of your doubts, we are coming up with one session, and the session is being taken by Richa Gupta, Mrs. Richa Gupta, who finished her MTech from NIT Raipur. She has 5+ years of experience, and she has been guiding the students for the past 5 years or so. So this session is coming on your way 28th February at 7:30 p.m. live. So I want you people to share this session to as many as people as possible to make most out of it. Will I get a seat? Jitendra Subramanian, will I get a seat in NIT? I will tell you. You just need to hold on, Jitendra. It may not be NIT. You also may get a seat in IIT. But I cannot tell you right now the branch that you're going to get. But share with 31. Maybe there is a scope there for you to get into one of the premier institutions in India. So let me start the session. Of course, as an initiative from the Byjus exam prep, we just are coming up with a ground zero series. Let me, before go any further, let me tell you something about this ground zero series. See, when you appear for the gate exam, you would actually understand what are the difficulties, and finally when it comes to the performance, finally when it comes to writing the paper, you would actually understand where actually you are falling behind. I'll tell you, the biggest problem with the gate aspirants is they're not good at their basics. Their basics are not right. Unless you set your basics right, unless you have your basics corrected, it is not quite possible to crack the gate exam. First of all, we should be able to be very perfect in the basics. So in order to address this problem, in order to address this mismatch, Byjus exam prep is actually coming up with a ground zero series in the app class, in which we are going to cover all the topics, each and every subject, right from the basics. Here more emphasis will be given on the basics till the advanced level, so that we'll make sure that each and everyone who attend the session will comfortably be able to crack the gate exam with a very good score, for which I want you people to enroll for the Byjus exam prep. These sessions are completely free in the app. So just please let the other people know about these sessions. And after which I'm going to start this. Anyhow, post gate sessions also we started, in which we just guiding the students what are the cutoffs for the various NITs and IITs. Okay. Now, Vision Gate 2025-26. When it comes to the CS, we are coming with a, sir, I'm getting 580 score general category. Can I get any college? Sure, Nishu. You're always there. You already are there. I'll let you know. Okay, sure. Definitely you're going, course, about when it comes to the course, yeah, Shiv Shankar, yeah, it's app, it is free course. Okay, so let me take you people here. Vision Gate is already started. The enrollments are already open, and already the classes are started, and please enroll as quickly as possible, so don't miss most out of it. Okay. Now, the first and fundamental question that you would ask yourself all the time: will I be able to get into NITs or IITs or any other premier institution, especially when I get a low score? First of all, let me bust all of your myths, all of your imaginations, all of your assumptions. Let us say you just cracked the gate exam. Okay, maybe 25 or 26, you just cracked the gate exam, but you are unable to get a big score. You are unable to get a big score, good score. So the rank will definitely be low. One fundamental thing that you will do is you will drop your shoulders. You will be pretty much demotivated. You don't know how to guide you by yourself. And you definitely will will waste a lot of time not knowing that you still have a better future in terms of getting a seat, in terms of getting an admission into one of the premier institutions. This is the biggest fundamental myth that has to be busted. Is it possible to get into IIT with a low gate score? Yes, indeed it is. Let me tell you how it is. The very answer is yes. Of course, while some fortunate individuals crack the gate with the top ranks and land their dream seats in their desired institutions with their preferred specializations, many students are left disappointed even after cracking the gate. You crack the gate exam, but you still are not able to get a good rank. You just cracked. Now, what are the options? A low gate score is not the end of the world. Understand? A low gate score is not the end of the world. Why? Because I'll tell you. Even if you get a low gate score, still there are many possibilities to get a better seat into IIT. Of course, I'm right in this regard. What you're hearing, what you're listening to is completely right. You still will be able to, even if you still just crack the gate exam, still there is a better chance if you actually can exercise your options very precisely, you will be able to get a better seat into one of the better IITs or NITs. There is more to it. You will also be just not the MTech, it's just not the MTech, right? After BTech, you also are having many options such as, like PhD or dual degree, MTech plus PhD, or you also can pursue MS abroad. I will list out all those options in this session. Now, first of all, before I take you people any further, let us have a cutoff. Let us understand the cutoff. This is the expected cutoff for this year. The assumed cutoff. The cutoff is assumed to be computer science engineering. It is 25%. Just a minute. There. Computer science, it is 25, and OBC 22.50, and SC, ST, and PWD, it is 16.60. It is the expected cutoff. But when it comes to the electronics communication, of course, it is at par with the computer science. But mechanical engineering, if you're a mechanical engineering aspirant for MTech, your cutoff is a bit higher because there is a huge demand for the mechanical course in MTech. So obviously, the competition would also be at the higher side. So the cutoffs also a bit higher. Okay, 23.1 for SC, ST, and BC. OBC, the expected cutoff is 31.20 if you are aspiring mechanical, and for general it is 34.70 when it comes to the mechanical. Electrical 29.1, 26.1, and 19.4. Chemical engineering 37.8, 34, and 25.1. And one more thing, chemical engineering also has a huge demand for the MTech course in IITs or NITs. Civil engineering, a bit lesser side, 26.90, 24, and 17.90. Now you understand, yeah. I get 10 marks only, any opportunity. Still you have an opportunity. I'll let you know what is the opportunity, but for which you just need to stay tuned a bit more for a longer. Okay. Nishu Kumar sir, how is it possible? It is possible. I just am Delhi Technological, it is showing for me. Yeah. Now, let us understand how you will be able to get into the premier institutions such as IITs and NITs with a low gate score. And when you want to when you want to appear for the gate exam, your fundamental perspective, your fundamental target is always the old generation IITs. The older generation IITs such as IIT Delhi, IIT Kolkata, IIT Bangalore, IIT Mumbai, IIT Correct, all the time you just will talk only about the premier old generation IITs. Now, if you don't get a seat in the old generation IITs, are you going to end your world? Is the road is completely closed? No. There are many exciting new generation IITs. What are the new generation IITs? There is something called IIT Jammu, which is newly established. IIT Bhilai, IIT Goa, IIT Palakkad, IIT Tirupati, IIT Dharwad, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Mandi, IIT Gandhinagar. Here in these new IITs which are recently established, of course, the competition would be somewhat lesser than as compared to the older generation IITs. So when you actually can apply for these IITs, there is a better scope and always you are going to have a better prospectus to get a seat in, get an admission in one of these IITs. So don't you worry about your score. First of all, you apply for as many IITs as possible. If not the older generation IITs, Target the new generation IITs. There are bunch full of the new generation IITs. Apply for each and every IIT, because in these IIT the competition is expected to be a bit lesser as compared to the older generation IITs. I hope I made my point very clear. Okay. KIT Bhubaneswar, what? Where? I'll talk about this. Please post your doubts. I'll just, any more doubts? See, KIT, CBE, Coimbatore, of course, it's one of the premier institution, but CBE, KIT, CBE has, of course, relatively has a, less competition. So if you can apply for the CBE Coimbatore, you will be able to get a seat as far as my knowledge is concerned. Okay. NIT Surathkal and NIT Trichy is better than the IITs you have mentioned. Where? So in fact, no. See, you cannot put, see, when it comes to the IITs and NITs, first of all, you need to clear this myth in your mind, clear this myth from your mind. Because when you talk about IIT and NIT, which is the premier, which is the greater institution, there is nothing as such. See, IITs and NITs, any IIT or any NIT or even ISC Bangalore are as equal, as good as, rather as bad as any other institution. There is no comparison here. Only the thing is, we would like to get a seat. It could be any IIT, any NIT. Now, I just would like to ask you, go and have a look at the performance of each and every IIT with respect to the placement. Eventually, what do we want, sir? Eventually, what do we want? See, when you want to get an admission into IIT, what we would look at? The campus life, keep it aside. Most of the people, they will look at the campus life. Of course, the campus life of each and every IIT, every NIT is wonderful. Besides to that, the research opportunities, the infrastructure and the placements. Eventually, finally, the only thing that takes us home is the placements. So look at the NITs and IITs placements. Every NITs or every IIT placement is top notch, has been top notch for the past 4 or 5 years. Okay, so you don't worry about which NIT, which IIT that you're going to get. If you get a seat into NIT and IIT, that is more better. I have got 30 DA, 47 CS, IT, OBC. It is showing I will get IIT Jammu and NIT Surathkal. It is prediction. So, sir, between these two, what should I choose? This is a tough question. NIT Surathkal. No, and that too, and this also depends on your geographical location, right? Where actually you're situated. And at that time, I suggest you to prefer a closer one. I suggest you to get a closer one. Okay, if IIT Jammu, if you are residing somewhere in the Jammu region, prefer IIT Jammu. Otherwise, always IIT Surathkal is a better option. Okay, then Surathkal, you just go for the Surathkal. Okay. And sir, my score is showing in Delhi Technological University. Should I join? Obviously, Delhi Technological University, if you are able to get a seat, with the wide hands open, I want you people to take it. I want you to take it. Okay. So that's it. If you don't just have a look at the older generation IITs, always cannot be the target, especially when you get a low score. Please keep an eye on this, the newer generation IITs, which are recently established, where the competition a bit lesser. In fact, in the past, many students with a low GATE score have successfully gained admission into the new generation IITs, including 2023. Okay, now in 2023 also, I saw many students getting the seat in IIT, IIT Tirupati, IIT Hyderabad, or any new generation IITs. I witnessed many people who joined in new IITs with a less GATE score. Okay, which one to choose, sir? Rishu Kumar, what is your question exactly? Low score meaning which score is considered as a low GATE score? I told you, right, just a short while ago, I showed you that just clear the GATE exam. If you clear the GATE exam, your score will be falling under 25 to 30, especially when you belong to the computer science branch, right? So anywhere in between 25 to 30 is expected to be a low GATE score, right? Okay, so definitely you have a better choice. Okay, cutoff for DA paper. Cutoff for a DA paper also is at par for the computer science. Okay, the cutoff for the DA paper also is in and around 25 only. Okay, so you don't worry about it. Even if you still able to just crack the GATE exam with a low cutoff, obviously, you are always there. Let me show you. The IIT's higher studies in both core and the interdisciplinary branches. At one more, target we should keep in our mind is the interdisciplinary branches. Now, think, of course, everyone's hard cake is computer science. Most of the people who's listening to me, who actually are here are the computer are from the computer science, right? Computer science are related, data science branch. Yes or no? Most of the people, how many of you people are aspiring for the computer science or data science? Say yes. Either you belong to computer science or data science. Say yes. I'm looking at the screen right now. My score is 26 marks. Please suggest me. Of course, I'll suggest. You need to wait. Yes, right? All of you people. Array, say yes. WE, Shiv Shankar, WE, very good. ME, 1. CSE, 1. Just need to say yes. Okay, fine. Now, one more question is, those people who responded now, how many of you people actually knew about the interdisciplinary branches? Is your target only computer science? Are your core branch? Or is there, if you really can get into IIT, NITs, are you ready to join in the interdisciplinary branches? Clear? Are we clear? My question is, let us say you are from mechanical branch. Our main fundamental target is to get a mechanical seat. Right? Yes, this is what I want. I want you people not just to target your core branch. Now, these days, in 2024, can we talk about a core branch? Is there anything as such core branch? Everything is getting merged into computer science. Everything is getting merged into the computer science. At the same time, those are divergent from the computer science. Are we clear? So, do not just have a look at your core branch. It may also be the interdisciplinary branch. If you can get a seat even into the interdisciplinary branch, of course, many of the IITs and NITs, if you do not get into your core branch, many seats are left for the interdisciplinary branch. Please go and take it. If you still can get it, please go and take it. Obviously, the awareness for those branches in the IITs and NITs is very less. Most of the people, they are unaware about the interdisciplinary branches. Many of the interdisciplinary branches seats are not getting filled up. Premier institutions I'm talking about, of course, IIT, NIT, somehow or the other, they get filled up. And what about the university seats? Did you consider the university seats? There is Andhra University, there is Usmania University. Under the university belt, there are many colleges. All those colleges also are the premier colleges. Okay, so forget about this university level. Let us talk about NIT, IIT level only. Please do target also the interdisciplinary branches. My gate score is 580 general CSC. Can I get a good college, sir? Okay, fine. You just you need to hold your horses for a while. Okay, and with ES paper, what branches can we get in? Yeah, I will talk about the branches right now. Okay, interdisciplinary branches expand our variety. Yeah, you just can get nanoscience or a mathematical science or integrated sensor systems, photonics and CETARA. Not only this, many other branches in which seats are not getting filled up. These are no less to the computer science. These are no less to the mechanical engineering. These are no less to electronics and communication engineering. If your interests are also falling in this interdisciplinary branches, if you are eligible for this interdisciplinary branches, of course, each and every NIT and IIT will state the eligibility for these interdisciplinary branches. Okay, if you are falling under this branch, please apply for one. Of course, for the computer science, just can opt for the mathematical science, nanoscience, integrated sensor systems. Okay, if you are ECE or computer science, you are eligible for mathematical science, nanoscience, integrated sensor system, photonics and CETA. Whatever the branches that are stated here, you are eligible for everything. Okay, take one seat if you are offered one. Okay, in interdisciplinary branches, competition is less, as only a few students are aware of these branches. Only a few students are aware of these branches. Trust me, that's the very reason why many of the seats are being unfilled. So, you take one. Okay, what about E? Yes, of course, in E also you are eligible for photonics. If I'm not wrong, photonics and CETARA, you are still eligible. Now, let us have a look at. See, this guy is asking me that he got around 588, Satish Sai. And many of the people, they are asking, stating their score. Okay, I will list out all the colleges with a low gate score. I'll tell you. NIT Mizoram, computer science, 500 to 520, 500 to 510, thermal engineering, 500 to 550, considerably very low gate score. as compared to any other IITs or NITs. NIT Calicut. Of course, I went to NIT Calicut. If you are able to get a seat in NIT Calicut, I taught there. If you are able to get a seat in NIT Calicut, just check your eligibility. If you got a seat, without wasting any more time, take an admission. Okay, but the expected cutoff for the signal processing is 503 to 526. Of course, the interdisciplinary branch signal processing, and for this, WE people are allowed, and ECE guys are allowed, and of course, if I'm not wrong, CS people also are allowed to take a signal processing stream and structural engineering also. Artificial intelligence, when it comes to the NIT Uttarakhand, I'm sure those guys who got around 31, I'm sure that he's going to get a seat in artificial intelligence branch in Uttarakhand. Okay, it is that DA seat, it's an artificial intelligence seat. Okay, it's a separate branch, an interdisciplinary branch where you will be able to get a seat. Who is that guy who 400 score SC category? Can I? Of course, 400 score WE SC category. Sure, you will get a seat. Why you worry about it? Not even in IITs. You are going to get a seat in IITs. You are ST, right? You're SC. You always are there. 342. Okay. Sabha, I'm talking about this. Communication. See, Sabha, already I told you. See, I for the interdisciplinary branches is already told you. R for the interdisciplinary branches. You talk about one institution. Which institution you talked about? Delhi, right? You'll definitely be there. You'll definitely be there. Jitendra, yeah, what is your score? I forgot. DA? What is your score? What is your score? Jitendra Subramaniam. Yeah, Delhi Technological University, I want you to take a seat. Okay. So, 31. Yes, you can get a seat in Artificial Intelligence branch, IIT Uttarakhand. Okay, manufacturing technology, microelectronics and VLSI design. Those guys who are from WE and EC. Okay, have a look at this. This can be your target. This can be, perhaps, if you're interested. I'm not forcing you to take an interdisciplinary seat, but there are chances that you can get a seat there, interdisciplinary. So, microelectronics and VLSI design, of course, VLSI design is a cakewalk every time. Okay, 30 gate score, me kuch milega sir. OBC, of course, 300 gate score, not bad. If not too good, it may not be bad. Okay, DA with 20 marks in OBC. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. DA. So you always have a better chance to get an artificial intelligence seat in NIT Uttarakhand. I'll also talk about the other things. Okay, VNIT Nagpur. There is for mechanical people, there is much, interdisciplinary branches. There's a much scope. Evacuation engineering, process metallurgy, and structural dynamics and earthquake engineering, and urban planning, water resource engineering. Okay, just have a look at this, and also you need to find out your score. You also need to find out actually you're eligible or not. So you need to go to the website of the college, website of this university to find out your eligibility. Okay, and then SPNIT Surat, environment engineering is there, water resource engineering is there. Definitely you're going to get a seat if you actually are eligible to get into, but it also depends on your interest. I'm not forcing you to take one seat blindly. If I'm computer science, if I'm given a seat in environmental engineering, obviously I don't. Something should be related to my topic. At least it must be technical, right? So it's just all about the interest. If you still want to do, if you did not get any seat anywhere, if still some college or NIT is offering you a seat in one of these environmental engineering and water resource engineering, you may consider it, you may not consider it. It's just not that. Besides to we are going to leave everything to join here. Our interest also does matter in this regard. NIT Trichy, energy engineering. Especially if you belong to the mechanical engineering, always there is a possibility to get a seat in NIT Trichy, because trust me, when it comes to the mechanical, there is huge huge what we call this competition. So in order to avoid this competition, especially if you are getting a low score in mechanical, there are some branches like energy engineering and such as NIT Trichy offerings can still be available, so you exercise those options. Okay, so when it comes to the NIT Srinagar, it offers you the microelectronics. Again, it is a very good branch for WE and EC, and trust me guys, How many of the W and EC guys are here? Say yes. How many of you guys are from W and EC? Baddam Amarendra Reddy sir, is there any interview after the gate admission into IIT? Yeah. See, some IITs will take the students directly just based on the gate score. Some IITs will also conduct an interview. You may get a direct admission or interview based admission. It depends on IIT to IIT, differs from IIT to IIT. So I just asked the question, how many of you people actually are from W and EC? Please tell me. If you are actually from W and EC, there is a wonderful chance of getting into NIT Srinagar because microelectronics. You're directly eligible for this. Sir, IIT Mumbai will take interview or not? IIT Mumbai, of course, it also is interview based, but if you get a good score, there may also be, without interview, you can directly get an admission. That for the toppers, always there is a chance that without the interview they can take it. But IIT Mumbai, we will have the interviews. Okay. But then Amarendra Reddy CSE, yeah. So EC, and do I have any friends here? Does belong to W and EC? Consider this NIT Srinagar. Okay. You may have a chance or a possibility because for the microelectronics in NIT Srinagar, the competition is very less. And I just am sure for this microelectronics, for CSC, computer science students are also eligible. Check your eligibility going to the website. Transportation engineering, especially when you belong to the mechanical or civil, you also can exercise your options for transportation engineering at NIT Srinagar. Okay. And 622 score, mechanical general. Which college can I get? NITs. The NIT is what I'm talking about. The NIT is what I'm showing you right now. Whatever the NITs that I've shown you so far, with the 622, you have a better chance to get into. 622 is not a bad score, but still, of course, since mechanical is having a very huge competition, 622 is considered to be lower than the others, but trust me, it is not at all a bad score. Rather, indeed, it's one of the good score. So sure, you will be getting to one of these NITs. Okay. Score of CSE, I'm talking about CSE, right? Earlier, I just spoke about the CSE also. I did not still just talk about the other branches. What here I'm showing you is, I'm talking about the interdisciplinary branches. Of course, you got the point. If you do not get a seat into CSE, already I talked about the CSE cutoffs. If you do not get into CSE, these are the interdisciplinary branches I want you to exercise. Okay. Please tell me for one more time, what is your score? Yeah, computing systems, NIT Uttarakhand, computing systems. Sir, if you just asked for CSE, right? There is a fair chance for you to get into computing systems if your score is falling under 520 to 570. Even if you are falling under, trust me, around 480 to 520, just not the final one. Even if you get a score in and around 480 to 520, still you have a better chance to get into NIT Uttarakhand in an interdisciplinary branch, which is computing systems. Okay, take it. If you get a seat in computing system, with both hands stretched, I want you to take it. Okay. Next, NIT Silchar, control industrial automation for the mechanical people, material and manufacturing technology, mechanical people, communication signal processing for electronics and communication or W people. Okay, transportation engineering for the civil people. Now you can see the cutoffs. Cutoffs are way less as compared to the actual, cutoffs of the Asian every institution with respect to their respective branches. Yeah, category general. Nishu, 548 already. You're always there. I told you 548 general. You can take admission into any of these NITs. Straight away, you apply for all the NITs. Straight away. Straight away, I want you to apply for all the computer science or the interdisciplinary branches that are related to the computer science of all the NITs. I hope I answer you. Okay, you understood this point. Apply for all the NITs, computer science as well as the interdisciplinary branches. You will definitely get, at that time, trust me, you're just going to exercise your options. You may get a seat in different NITs. At that time, wisely you need to pick up right one. Okay, maybe your geographical locations and everything. Based on the several factors, you need to choose a seat wisely. NIT Rourkela, of course, this is one more exciting NIT that I can tell you. Of course, the NITs that I like are, of course, The first one is NIT Calicut. The second one is NIT Roorkela, because I visited these personally. Okay, atmosphere and ocean science, and of course all are not eligible for this. Water resource engineering, it should be mechanical or chemical engineer to get into this. When it comes to the NIT Manipur, power systems and control systems, your triple E or electronics and communication, I guess you are eligible for this. Thermal and fluid engineering, mechanical, computer science. For the computer science, NIT Manipur, the guy who's talking about Nishu Kumar, okay, this is for you. NIT Manipur, computer science, sure, you're going to get it. Okay, cutoff range, I'm talking about a general category. I'm not even talking about OC or OBC. Okay, NIT Kurukshetra, water resource engineering, renewable energy systems. Okay, so NIT Jamshedpur, communication system engineering, it is around 540 to 560. Geotechnical engineering, it is 510 to 550. Structural engineering, 530 to 590. Okay, NIT Arunachal Pradesh, this geographical location is like a paradise. Arunachal Pradesh is at the fag end of, at one arm of the India. Of course, you expect this place to be a paradise. Fluids and thermal engineering, 510 to 560. If you're mechanical, you may be falling under this. Renewable energy and energy management, 500 to 540. Computer science engineering, again NIT Arunachal Pradesh can take the students at a very less score, which is a 500 to 600 just. Okay. Similarly, NIT Sikkim, electrical engineering, 520 to 560. Microelectronics and VLSI design. Yes, VLSI design. These people, electronics and communication people, you just need to consider this VLSI design, sir. VLSI design is a hot cake. Right from 2000 onwards, this VLSI design is a hot cake, because in 2020s, the era has actually been changed. There's been a less eye on the VLSI design. And trust me, if you can get into the VLSI design, even if it is interdisciplinary, I want you people to take it, because you have a scope, you have a future. Computer science may be volatile. Computer science can experience highs and lows. But when it comes to the VLSI design, if you actually can secure a seat, trust me, your career will be like a, solid graph, like a river, just flow. There will be no lows. There will only be the highs. Okay, sir, how is the placements of NIT Sikkim? Not just NIT Sikkim, sir. All NITs are experiencing a very good, better placements. All the NITs. Of course, only when it comes to the package as compared to the IITs may be significantly less. Not significantly, slightly less. Okay, if the IITs are being offered at 2 crores per annum, NIT toppers may get 1 crore per annum. Average package will be around 12 to 15 lakhs, which is at par to any IIT or any other premier institution, right? So placements are always there, but there comes the question package. What is the package that they may get? The package will be slightly less as compared to the IITs. Here we don't worry about the packages here at this point, because when we get a low score, getting into NIT is the biggest thing. Getting into one of the premier institutions is the biggest thing. Talk about a package later. Sir, due to the current recessions, is it affecting NITs? Recession. I don't agree with the recession. Understand something. Even in 2023, there are placements. Even in 2022, there were placements. Even in 2021, there were placements. Recession only affects the people who are not confident about themselves. Recession only affects the people with no subject. As simple as that. Even 2023, there were placements. Look at the IITs and NITs 2023 total portfolio. Total, the history of the placements. They had experienced 100% placements. Recession may affect the local colleges. Recession may not affect NITs and IITs as it did not affect NITs and IITs in 2023. Of course, it slowed down, but it is not at zero. Still, 100% placements are possible. But only the thing is, a candidate is not getting more offers at the same time. Earlier, one student used to get many offers. Since the companies that comes to the campus became very less, a student may get only 1 or 2 options, 1 or 2 selections. So you don't worry about the placements at all. I just actually had analyzed the placements of NITs and IITs. Also, I'm actually taking a app class for about this all the IITs and NITs cutoffs with respect to the placements. Also, I'm discussing, in which I explained that NITs and IITs actually recent did not affect because the placements are still at a very higher side. Badam Amarinder Reddy, sir, GATE score is valid for 3 years, should also attend for the next C. This is not only for the Badam Amarinder, understand carefully. It's for everyone. What exactly is stopping you from giving the GATE for the next year? This score is still valid, right? If you get a low score in the next year, are you going to, do you feel that the score what you got will become invalid? Next year you give the GATE, you appear for the GATE exam. If you secure a better rank, obviously that supersedes the current rank that you got, right? So if you do not get it, the rank always sustains. It's just, please do not stop yourself from giving the GATE exam. If you get a very good seat, very good. If you do not get a seat what you aspire, you are not convinced, you got a seat in NIT but you did not convince to get to join in, so this will wait. You just can give a GATE exam, because with the same GATE score you also can apply for all those IITs and NITs even for the next year. Okay, so do not stop yourself from giving the GATE exam, because the current score always sustains. Okay, so don't get stopped. NIT Raipur, information technology, yes. NIT Sikkim, computer science engineering, but still 540 to 600 is a bit higher side. But information technology, NIT Raipur, I'm presuming that will be 500 to 530 is the actual cutoff score. Okay, and now, like which there are several possible options. I also want to talk about the other options. Okay, now if you still not able to get a seat, there are many premier institutions. It's just not NITs and IITs. There are still many premier institutions taking the students with a low experience of very good placements, have been experiencing a very good placements. Jain University Coimbatore, Eternal University HPA, and Institute of Technology of the Management Gwalior, Jaipur National University Jaipur, KIT Bhubaneswar BBSR. Even if you still clear the GATE exam, you will be able to get a seat definitely into one of the colleges, but it depends on your interest. You still want to get into some premier colleges, or your target is just NITs or IITs. So first of all, you need to make your mind correct. You need to make your mind right. If you are aspiring only NITs and IITs, your GATE score is still valid for the next 2 years, so you just can wait for one more year. But if you do not want to put your the time at stake, you just can exercise these options. The university that I'm showing on the screen actually are going to take the students with a very low GATE score. Even if you still are able to crack the GATE exam, I'm sure one of these universities can give you an admission into the seat, into the branch, whatever you desire for. Okay, so just have a look at this, in which of course there is KIIT Bhubaneswar. This is one of the very good university. And of course, Jain University also is a very good university, and Anand Engineering College, it's a famous engineering college, especially if you are Noida or from Delhi, you know how good a college is Anand Engineering College. And yeah, okay, Alliance University Bangalore also is a very good, very wonderful university. If you are able to get a seat into Alliance University, please get into that. Okay, and Vivekananda group of colleges, career, there are several opportunities and options, but only the thing is, if you do want to get into these colleges, if not NITs, you just need to make your mind right, after which you can exercise these options. Okay, and next, most importantly, this is there is no IIT in this list. There is no IIT in the list. Yeah, IIT already I talked about in the beginning. Just look out the IITs. Of course, see, IIT I listed already. Okay, see, I listed. These are the new generation IITs. Just find out all those new generation IITs. Okay, IIT Jammu, IIT Bhilai, IIT Goa, IIT Palakkad, IIT Tirupati, IIT Dharwad, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Mandi, IIT Gandhinagar, etc. Here I talked about all the new generation IITs. Here I did not specify the cutoffs, because at this point we cannot assume what is the competition. But I want you people to apply. What is gonna restrict you from applying? You just put an application, and sure, you may get you will be lucky enough to get a seat into one of these IITs. I already talked about this, because most of the people, they aspire only the old generation IITs, right? New IIT's cutoff, that is what I told you. New IIT's cutoff is not as bigger as the old generation cutoffs. The cutoffs, this is at par to the cutoffs of NITs. It is at par to the cutoffs of this NITs. Okay, and old generation IIT cutoff is huge, but new generation is cutoff significantly is low and considerably reasonable. Okay, it is at par to the cutoffs of the NITs that I spoke. But still, it is early, very early to talk about a new generation IIT's cutoff. But we are expecting the cutoff as we take, the history of the past 2 or 3 years. It is at par to the NIT cutoffs. Okay. Now, finally, this is what I want you people to consider. Most of you people are considering the post-graduation in India. And there is one more exciting, the career opportunity or, academic opportunity in terms of doing MS in a foreign with a varied grade score. Of course, there are several factors maybe considered here. Maybe, your financial things or some other things, you just want to be away with the family. Several factors will have to be considered, but let me tell you about this. After which, you just can also consider this option as a significant one or not. Let us see. Now, with a valid GATE score, it's just not taking a seat in India. You also can pursue your MS in the foreign also. Here, I want you people to prefer Germany. Even in my previous session, I explained how good it is to get a seat in one of the colleges, one of the universities in Germany. Because in Germany, if you actually can get a seat, of course, Germany, all the colleges, all the universities are going to accept your GATE score. Here, the GATE score cutoff is expected to be less when it comes to admission into the seat of, into MS Germany. But here, the biggest advantage of MS in Germany is your hole will not be put a pocket. Your pocket will not be put a hole in the other way around. Why? Because the total education is completely offered for free. There is no tuition fee in Germany. If you want to pursue your MS in Germany, there will not be any tuition fee incurred on this. Your studies will absolutely for free of cost. There is a nominal fee. There is a nominal fee every semester in and around 200 to 300 euros. Okay, every semester you need to pay a maintenance fee, rather a registration fee, whatever it is called, a miscellaneous fee, moreover, around 200 to 300 euros in Germany for every university, not more than that. Most probably more IITs and NITs are not conduct interviews for or takes GATE score only. Yes, but that depends. I already talked about this, right? That depends. If your score is high, you'll directly be offered. If your score is low, there may be a possibility that you may be competing with your other co-mates, and you will be called for an interview to filter the candidates. It depends. Again, it purely depends on the scores. And some IITs actually don't have the procedure of the interview. They will directly take the candidates to the GATE score only. So here, let us talk about NUS. Sorry, this is talking about Singapore. This Singapore university also takes the students into their MS program through the GATE exam. But I'm talking about Germany. When it comes to the Germany, RWTH Aachen University, and this is technological university in Munich. Okay, Nanyang, there is something called Nanyang University. Nanyang University is from Singapore, but these two universities from Germany. Not only these two universities, all the 90% university in Germany offer the MS program completely for free. Not only MS, it's the BTech education is completely for free in Germany. No matter you're a foreigner or a local resident, your tuition fee is completely zero. Only the thing is you need to put some amount in your bank account to take care of your the maintenance. That is around 8 to 10 lakhs per year. But of course, it is way less as compared to the MS in US. So I want you people also to consider this option. If you really want to go abroad, consider Germany. Germany, it is, the life is, as I heard from my previous students, the life is more beautiful than as compared to the US life, because when it comes to the Germany, besides to this education, you will get a student visa. By using the student visa, you will be able to go to any country in European Union. You're eligible to get into any country. You just can travel across all the countries in European Union. After a few days, after a few years, you also are eligible to work everywhere in European Union. So please do consider this, because this just world is getting too small. World is getting very, very small. At 2023 or 2024, we still cannot talk about doing a post-graduation only in India. World is changing. I also want you people to do so. Okay. And the benefits of the Germany is low or no cost education. Here, education is completely offered for free. Only you need to maintain sufficient amount in your bank to take care of your daily routines, to daily maintenance. Choose from the top ranked universities. Of course, GATE score. With a low GATE score also, you will be able to exercise your options among the topmost universities in Germany. Scholarships for the international students. There are several other, the bodies such as DAAD in Germany offers the scholarships to the foreign students. They offer the financial supports. In US, it is called aid. Okay, here also something similar to the aid will be given to those people who actually require the financial assistance when they are doing their masters or graduation. Affordable living, as compared to the US, the living is very affordable in Germany. And endless work opportunities. Trust me, here Germany is experiencing a fall in the technical people. The job opportunities that are being produced and the total technical people actually are available to take the jobs actually are not matching. There are endless career option that is being produced, but when it comes to the people who actually fit the roles, they're unable to get those seats filled. So if you actually can have a look at this, you will still have a very bright future if you actually can aspire the MS in Germany. So please have a look at this. Why I'm just forcing more on this, and why I'm stressing more on this rather is, here we do not need to have a hole on our pocket, because it is completely for free, and you also are eligible to work as you study. So there you can earn for yourself. At the same time you also can one more thing is research. It offers you a very good research program. Each and every university provide you a vast, just a minute, scope for the research. So your research work, your research career also will be at a utmost level. Sir, what will be the scope for? I didn't get you. Go. Sir, I have 18.03 marks in SC category from WE branch. Is there any change to clear cutoff? Cutoff is expected to be the same. There may be give or take. That's it. What is your WE branch? WE branch is expected to be in and around same thing. 25, 22.5, 16.60. Of course, it is at par to the electronics and communication, but let us cross the fingers, wait for the actual cutoffs. Let us see. We do not lose the hopes. Okay. Okay. So I hope you already knew, you already might have exercised your options already, since I already told you what are the possible opportunities with a low GATE score. And there are several things that I would like to revisit. I would like you people to recall. The first thing is not the new generation IITs, not the old generation IITs. Consider the new generation IITs. Apply as many as possible. Keep it aside and go to the NITs. The NITs, that too, that I have shown you, and that too just target the interdisciplinary branches. Especially if you are not sure that you're going to get a seat in the desired branch, let us have a look at the interdisciplinary branches. If your branch is eligible, if your paper is eligible for an interdisciplinary branch, you go and take it. Because for the interdisciplinary branches, the competition is expected to be very less, because most of the people, they don't know that they're not aware that there as such branch is available. So many of the seats are not being filled up, completely being not filled up. So I just want you people to consider this. So Badam Amarinder Reddy, you have a question here, sir. I have filled a general, but I have OBC. Then if you are OBC, I don't know how practical is it. I don't know. But see, if that's you're eligible for OBC category, already you are there. It's just not the Delhi Institute. You may have several other options, right? So yeah, Badr Amarinder Reddy, what is your question, sir? How many rounds of counseling happen for the gate admission? Depends. Depends on the institution that you're eyeing for. IIC Bangalore, there is different thing. IITs, there is a different thing. NITs, there is a different thing. For each, there is a different thing. But for that, I'm going to come up with one more session, because once after the complete ranks are announced, I will guide you people properly about the admission procedure. For the admission procedure, I will completely have altogether a different session coming up. Okay. Hi Dinesh. Very good evening. I'm doing so fine. How about you? Prashant Ghosh, sir, which branch institutes we get with DA score? So Prashant Ghosh, what is your expected DA? What is your presumed estimated DA score, approximated DA score? Is that 31? Is that you? Yes, of course you are eligible, but there is a confusion with Saba. There is a confusion with your category, right? You just filled OC and there's a B. I mean, you had a BC certificate. Prashant Ghosh, 50. What's your category? What's your category? General. NIT Calicut. NIT Roorkee. Okay. Try these options. Sir, how many marks are decided to get score 1000 based on? That comes in the admission process. We'll talk about that. Since we are passing our time, just time is being passed away. So I will talk about it. In the next session, we just will definitely talk about how the score will be considered. I mean, how the score will change with respect to the marks. Okay, what is the mode of the calculation? I'll talk about that in the admission procedure. If you do have any doubts, please let me know. I'll try to answer as many as possible before I wind this session up. Everyone, any more doubts? Jitendra Subramaniam, sir, can you tell me straight away I can get DA marks 31 OBC? Sir, can you tell me straight away NITs I can get in DA, my marks are 31 OBC NCL? Yes, sure. NIT Arunachal, Roorkela, VNIT Nagpur, NIT Mizoram, NIT Calicut, no. NIT Calicut may not be possible. Uttarakhand, there may be a possibility. VNIT Nagpur, as I already told you. Maybe NIT Srinagar. Okay, consider these options. Sir, abroad or IIT, which is better? It depends. It depends on perspective. Abroad is always, very attractive and also challenging. There are a lot of factors, but if you get a seat in IIT, obviously you don't need to go to abroad. As simple as that. Okay. So, any more questions? I can take questions for 2 more minutes. Otherwise, we just are gonna end the session at this point. I hope you enjoy the session. I hope, with a little time, with a given little time, I'm able to solve most of your queries. And I just still try to come up with one more session, one more possible session on the various other options, if not IITs and NITs, because the people, still who are not able to get into NITs or IITs, still if they want to get a guidance, I will try to come up with one more session, but trust me, most of the people who are in this session will definitely be falling under one of the NITs or IITs, and cross your fingers, definitely you are going to get a seat, if not in a direct branch, rather in a at least in an interdisciplinary branch. With this thing, I'm going to end this session. I hope you enjoyed this session. Any more doubts? Thank you so much. So according to the placements, IIT or abroad, which is better? I told you, right? Again, it depends on perspective. It depends on perspective to perspective. See, placements meaning when you go to I'll put it this way. I'll take 1 to 1.5 minutes more to explain you this. Let us take that you are going to US to do your MS. Right after which, if you can get a campus placement, there you may be getting around $9,000 to $10,000. Okay, which may be equal to 1 lakh here per month. But at the same time, you just need to understand the cost of living will also be the at par. So you cannot compare MS with the MTech here, because the living culture and the living expenses and the factors and figures that are going to contribute towards the living here and taking a job entirely are different from living in US or living in Germany. So we cannot compare this, because these are mutually disjointed. It depends on your mind, depends on your interest. Okay, so IITs, if you get an IIT, obviously I force you to take an IIT seat. You don't need to go anywhere, because altogether you need to start a new life in somewhere else. If you do not get an IIT seat, then you can consider. I hope I answered your question. For metallurgical engineering, which one is the better, ISC or any IITs? Of course, IITs are always better, but ISC is no less than IIT, sir. IISc, Bangalore and IITs, both are one and the same. When it comes to the studies, just not all about metallurgical engineering. When it comes to any engineering, when you compare any engineering stream, IISc is as good as any IIT. Okay, so with which we just are going to finish this session. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, and like, share this session and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already yet. Anil Prasad Sorumpudi signing off.